look who decided to show up. I guess the legends are true. You do exist.
Hello and welcome to the Proving Grounds. We're a little bit of a problem today. The money, the fandom, it's all going down the drain. So we started HunieCam Studio today so we can solve that problem today. So if you're not familiar with HunieCam Studio, it is a spin-off of HuniePop. HuniePop was a match 3 game themed with a visual novel, perversion, and absolutely batshit hilarity. It was a pretty funny game, but it was an adult game, so definitely not for the little children, the wee little ones. But Cam Studio is not the same kind of game. Well, HuniePop was a match 3 game that revolved around matching icons that represented traits that different goals would have, and then you'd be able to go out with them, involve the story a little bit, and then finally get laid. That's not how Cam Studios is. Though it is still perverted, but it only has no nudity or anything. Though it does have a few perverse images, but I seen literally no nudity. So if you're looking for the naughty things, you're not getting that. But gameplay wise, HunieCam Studio is a management game. So you start out with one goal and you just slowly build an empire of cam goals, getting tons of money and fans. Now the end game is to get lots and lots of fans, and you get an award based on that. Now it really doesn't matter much which one you get. You essentially just get a few coins that unlock outfits for the different cam goals, and just a wee slightly different dialogue if you get the better awards. Outside of that, you're not getting any story or anything. It does have some of the hilarity of HuniePop from Kyo, who acts as the tutorial for the game. She's still just as hilarious, insane voice actor. Most of the other cam goals don't really have any lines. Sometimes they'll say a little line after they finish an activity or something. But outside of that, you're not looking at a whole lot of the hilarity being in the game. It's still silly, but it's only vastly less than what the game already was, you know. Now, how to put this? So, your main goal, like I said, is to get fans, but you also need cash to invest into traits, which is where the other activities really come in. So, like I say, it's mostly about managing between getting fans money, upgrading them through fashion and the pole dancing, getting inventory items that can improve certain traits or quicken things or cure things, as they can also go to the sleazy motel and actually do side work quickly, but get diseases that way. So some diseases are curable, some are not, so that is a risk reward thing when you go there. Booze and civics, because different goals have addictions. Some don't, some do, so that kind of subjective on whether you'll need that or not, depending on the goals you hire. And everyone, of course, gets stressed out after doing so much work. And you got the spa for them to go to and relax on and get rid of stress, which is one of the main mechanics to deal with that, make problems for you, because every activity gives them so much stress, so you'll have to send goals to the spa, and there's a limit cap at how many people can be in a building at one time. But when you invest into different things, you can get more people in one building at one time. But in investing, you'll increase how many people you can have staffed, how much money you can collect, and the capacity, automation, inventory that characters can have, increase how many fans, and your hardware giving you an increase in fans, and your webcams increasing how much money you get, and advertising. Advertising's where you just straight out buy fans under a fetish. Now every goal has 2 fetishes. Now, you're not gonna find a goal that has, like, two that are exactly the same. They'll spread it out where, like, maybe two of them are both teens, but the secondary one is a completely different side fetish to that. On top of that, you can give them accessories that hook a few other fetishes. You know, like, oh, do I really need to bring them up? I gotta keep this to a certain degree that I'm sure you could use your imagination, but you'll use accessories that the primary idea is like you want them like, well, let's go with Foley. There's one that ain't gonna be like something that gets banned. Let's give them all the cat eel accessory, and you can all give them the Foley fetish, and thus you combine a certain sectum of your fan base. Trying to keep your fan base as similar as possible makes it where you can earn money off all those goals easier because the fandom is having more of an overlap of that. So that's kind of the primary strategy with that. But with promos, you know, you can straight out buy fans, and that's kind of how you win, Willie, is you have to be smart about making the money so you can buy the fans. Because the most fans I've ever seen any girl be able to get from photo shoots is 90, with perks and their max stats leveled up and that. So obviously you're not going to get the max amount of fans from just photo shoots. So you really have to start buying them through promo ads. Now, the goals do have a pay weight. You do have to pay them every single day. And as long as you're in the positive by midnight, the game keeps going. However, if the game stays in the negative when you go into the next day, you'll get a game over. So you need to make sure you have positive bank account. Now, as long as the goals don't do anything, they don't get any money. So you can keep recruiting goals over the amount of open slots you have. As long as they don't do any actual work, you don't owe them any money. But the more skilled they are on that, the more money you have to give them per hour. So you have to keep on the balancing book and that. And there is an item that actually havens the amount of money they want for work, which is something you can recommend on your cam goals. Now, you'll kind of make a strategy, like you'll have a goal getting Silix and booze, because you're eventually gonna, like, you can avoid it, but it's not that easy to avoid, because there's some goals who are way at least on one side or the other, with some that are balanced in the middle. So you're likely going to eventually get a few that want booze and Silix and that. So the basic idea is you'll set up a goal with the picnic basket item. That was the shopping basket. Yeah. That lets you get 10 extra. They'll be going back and forth to the two different stores getting Silix and booze for a while. You'll get goals trying to build up fans, and goals that have carryover fetishes doing the cam studio and that. So you'll kind of bounce around. Now, the big controversy thing with this game, like I said, is the art style was not really received well with the original fan base of HuniePop. It is kind of a chibi-ish, simple look. It's like, I mean, HuniePop was cartoony looking, but I mean, this goes down to more cartoony than that. And all the characters have like heart shapes in the eyes and that. Like it's an aesthetic that I think was on purpose, because the game, when it comes down to it, the other portion of this gameplay has to do with clickle. I've reviewed a few clickle games before. So clickle games are where you just click on things to get things done faster. Now you can hold or click. You can go faster through clicking if you're willing to go that insane to try and get progress faster. Essentially, if a building has nothing to gather from it, you can start killing time and make the process speed up faster through clicking or just holding on it. And thank goodness you can just hold on it, because man, you would need to click a fucking lot. I don't, but you can just hold it. If it has a resource to gather, it will gather that resource faster because you have an automated system that will collect stuff from those, but you'll have to click to get a lot of your resources much more faster. So the clicking is another concept because you'll really want to try and get through the stuff you're gathering so you can make the goals go through the cam. You'll likely want to use it most on the cam studio to photo shoot in the day spa when there's multiple people there because it affects all the people inside the building. So if you have 3 people in the cam studio, 6 people in the cam studio, and you're killing 1, 2, 3 seconds depending on the investment perk you have on there, you can kill more and more time. And it affects all of them. So they're all getting that perk of having their time cut short. So there's a few different ways you can strategize the whole system, but in the end of the day, it is mainly a management game with clicking on the side. Thank goodness it's not mandatory, because I don't really like clickers myself. Not where you have to constantly spam over and over. Now, luckily, this isn't a super long game. You're looking a little over an hour per session because for your in-game goal you have till the 22nd. However, if you finish the game, it will let you just play infinitely. You can load the game back up and you can play infinitely after that. So you can kind of mess with the game some more and kind of get a better idea what to do. I only played the game like 2 more times to get a little better idea on what to focus on and manage and how to get more money quicker, because I think that's the important part early game, to get a lot of money so you can get investments going up. That way you can just cause a big overflow of everything, fans, money and stuff. Although it's a pretty simple little game, it's nothing amazing. It's not necessary because, like I said, it is just a side game. It's not canon or anything. It's just a silly little game to tie people over. Now, Honey Pop 2 was announced, but it was delayed because of complications with Corona and stuff. So it was slightly delayed. I don't remember if they announced a actual release date for it yet, but I think this came out in like 2016, so sometimes passed since between this and Honey Pop 2 of that. But if you played Honey Pop 1, you've been wondering, should you ever check out this game? Well, if you want same thing as Honey Pop, no, then, because the art style is completely different. It's definitely not my cup of tea in the art style. I don't think the main point of this game was to be sexy, attractive like Honey Pop was. I think it really was just meant to be a silly game using the characters and themes of Honey Pop, but not really be like how should I say, like something to actually get you going. But yeah, so if you want a management game with a silly theme and some comedy in it, you can check it out. This game is $6.99. You can get DRM free on Humble Bundle, and you can get on Steam. It is PC only, and it is banned on Twitch, even though some people actually apparently still play it on Twitch, even though it's banned, because Twitch doesn't actually enforce any of its actual rules. Yeah, this review is not going to be on Twitch. Sorry. This is a YouTube exclusive because of that. But what can you do? What can you do? But value-wise, what would I say? Honestly, I think $5 is a decent price for this. You can get a few playthroughs. You can get a few laughs. And if you like management games, you definitely get a little challenged on it. It's not like a super difficult game at all in that sense, but it works. It's a simple little game. It's kind of a shame it's not available on anything that's like mobile, because this actually would work very well on a touchscreen type device, I would think, Because all you do is click, drag, and hold. If you don't want to do the clicking, you just, you just hold and click any menu options like normal. This would work very well on any touch device, Willie, and it's a shame it, and I mean, it's really weird. It's not even on GOG, even though Honey Pop's on GOG. I guess maybe they didn't bother because it was kind of a throwaway title, I guess. I do know this game was controversial within the Honey Pop fan base because I got Honey Pop when it came out because I saw a lot of the like voice lines. It's like hilarious. It's fucking funny. It's completely adult themed to the, but it is very funny. Like Kyo is hilarious and several of the other characters are funny. It's funny. I thought that was the charm of Honey Pop. Is just it was batshit silly adult funny. But you're only getting a little bit of that in this. So that's really my thoughts on Honey Ham. I was gonna say HunieCam Studio. HunieCam Studio. That's my thoughts. I think it's a value at about 5. You can probably catch this on some sales, probably. I wouldn't be surprised, especially being on Steam. But, you know, obviously I would go for that deal on free ownership direction myself. Also, Honey Pop did get a physical version. As far as I can tell, Cam Studio didn't. That's not really shocking. I know there's a lot of weird games that get physicals now that there's so many limited companies, but like I said, you know, this ain't on consoles or anything, so, and they probably didn't see it as a big deal to make a limited PC physical release. So, as far as I could tell, it didn't get one of those, even though Honey Pop did, so. But those are my thoughts on Cam Studio. Short little review than what I normally do. That, like I said, it's nothing too complicated. Mainly just about managing video in games as a fan. So, if you got any questions about the game that I didn't address or anything, feel free to leave a comment down below or send me. Oh wait, you can't send me a message on Twitch because this game is banned on now. I wonder if I could just black screen the whole screen and just have my audio and put it on Twitch. I don't know. No, that wouldn't be interesting to watch now, would it? Sadly, that's Twitch's law, sadly. But anyway, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you feel like you learned anything interesting, feel free to leave a like. And if you feel like you learned nothing at all, feel free to be Nicky and leave a bitchin' dislike down there. And don't feel guilty for it at all, unless you're talking to Nikki, who will probably make you feel incredibly guilty for it at all. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, I think we've built up the fan base and the cash cow here at the Proving Ground, so I think we're good to continue the show. Good job, girl. Till next time.
そうか、そう